everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Browns are going to have a first down.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, this is Collins. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And as the Cleveland Browns come back out onto the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second, but 1-15 this last year, and it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs 1 time.
Hard to believe, right? Just 2 winning seasons in that time frame
only 2
as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season, but I think that they have a plan in place to move this franchise forward. Ownership, front office, head coach, all in lockstep together with a vision and a plan that they intend to execute.
He's got time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for someone to throw to. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Eifert from 17 yards out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So they cannot get into the end zone to add the extra pair of points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw again. Surveying the field. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon... Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
with all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this will be incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Snap count threw the defense off. 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment of defense. Still first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. There goes Green. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ladarius Green, 60 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
He'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding time. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And this one is incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The partner Ryder, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball.